Hello everyone and welcome back to another DDL Main League Live. This time for Game 2 of the Rotom Conference matchup between the Lavender Town Lampents and the Lilycove Latias. Two very exciting teams where we actually saw Lampents come out on top in that Game 1. But before we get into Game 2 coverage, I'm Clomps and I'm joined here today by my boy Artemis. How you doing?
I'm chilling. There's not much that I really uh know right now. I kind of got thrown here last minute, but I am hyped that these two are playing. These two are some of the best performing players that we have seen. We've seen Dakota pulling in Mega Charizard X, making us question why this thing isn't banned. We're seeing Noivern pulling some BS that we didn't think would work because Noivern is, well, Noivern. But it works. Dakota makes it work along with Belly Bowl just doing annoying things and Sneasler just existing.
Right.
But then we but we see over on the other side, we see Nimble with his team, the Lilycoves, with Mega Golurk, with the not nerfed Unseen Fist, being able to hit through any protect, making anybody question whether or not it's a good idea to click it whilst it's on the field, along with Hatterene and Slowking as Trick Room support, although we have seen Dakota play through Trick Room quite well previously, but we also see Hisuian Decidueye. Triple Axel is a massive pain, but something that we've seen from Decidueye and Scizor as well is Tailwind. We see Nimble do Tail Room so often, and I feel like it is perfect with Dakota. I feel like they operate the same way. Tailwind or Trick Room. They are thriving with a certain Pokemon on the field, no matter what the cost. And we see some good pivot. And honestly, Hydreigon is surprisingly good here. Like if Trick Room goes up or if Tailwind goes up and it's in Nimble's favor, Dakota's gonna have a rough time. Yeah, there's close
Right.
combat Draco Meteors coming into this thing, but like it's got a lot into Dakota's team too.
Right, and if I can go ahead and insert myself here a little bit. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
no, I think a lot of what you're saying is so factually true about both these teams. They match up really, really nicely into each other. We see the tailwind on both sides. We can see both teams play into Trick Room as well, like you already said. And that's one of the really beautiful things about this matchup, I think, is the fact that they can match up so nicely into each other just every single time. And I think we've heard it from Nibble before, and I've heard Dakota say it a couple of times. But with this matchup, it's one of those matchups where you have to just pray you brought the right thing each and every game, because if you don't, you can very well lose this game because it's so evenly matched. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the go ahead, give the go ahead for them if you want to fill out some more time.
For sure, for sure. Give me a second. I gotta watch the link as well. Uh, but no, I'm honestly hyped for this matchup. I'm honestly expecting Hisuian Decidueye to step up on the bat first turn and get off tailwinds. Gets good leaf moves for this Milotic. Just having triple arrows as a whole. Having the scrappy ability is not going to really be all that useful here, seeing how there's no.
That's gonna be a really big thing here for both teams. Artemis?
True that. Having Trick Room up first turn in this situation will be very beneficial for the Lilycove, seeing how surprisingly fast Charizards tend to be. Well, not surprisingly, but like, you know what I'm trying to say. This Cleavor
Right.
might be going for either a U-turn or an X scissor into freaking what's his face Slowcane. I'm just hoping that we're not seeing another Dakota fumble with like a tailwind or something.
I
or
wouldn't
fake out into
expect a
Golurk.
Tailwind to come out here, really. I'd expect a Stone Axe probably at worst from Dakota, as that does like
Mhm.
slowly chip away at this team, start whittling down some of those bigger threats like Hatterene in the back. But we see the Mega Golurk come out early. Breaking Swipe gonna do
Breaking
that good
Swipe.
spread damage into both Mons. Golurk's attack now dropped, and the X-Scissor picks up the
X-Scissor
KO into
came in.
Slowking. And Rockslide will come out, misses the Charizard, which is why this Golurk was staying in the first place. And now Lilycove kind of has to answer this Charizard for at least another turn.
True that, and honestly, I feel like Lilycove might be forced into a swap here. That breaking swipe may not have dealt that much damage, but that attack drop is going to hurt it quite a bit. I'm just wondering if uh Nimble is going to bring in Hatterene and try to get up another Trick Room, or
And we do see the Hatterene come out here from Nimble. Good call. Good call. Right, and it's one of
well,
those
I'm
situations, I think, where you miss that rock slide, you could go up big here, the majority of the time. But generally, like if you miss that rock slide, you're just in such a bad slot. You didn't,
if
or
it's not
you
if
just
it's not 100%, it's 50%, and we're going to see if that tail tides true to this match right here. We will see if it's worth it to spam another rock slide, or if it's a good idea to swap out into like Hydreigon or something as an expected. I don't know, another
right.
breaking swipe
And
or something.
I think it's important to note here that Lilycove does have a little bit of pressure on their side, knowing that if the Charizard Megas, the Hatterene can at least hit for neutral with D-Gleam into the Charizard, and Golurk will hit the other half for super effective Rock Slides. But this Cleavor is still going to be an issue, this Hatterene. And we do see the Decidueye switch out here for Nimble. Mega Charizard comes out and Protect from Hatterene.
Protect comes from
Flare Blitz
Hatterene.
into the Decidueye, picks up the one-hit KO, and Dakota takes almost half from this Charizard's remaining HP. Exeter goes into that Hatterene, though. And Nimble's in a really bad spot here, dropping that Decidueye for pretty much free.
That was an insane reign from Dakota. However, we also got to take into consideration how much damage that Flare Blitz dealt, not to Hisuian Decidueye, but to himself because of all that recoil. This is not going to be fun. If we're expecting uh, a pattern,
And
Flare
the
Blitz
Belly
into
Bolt from
Scizor?
Dakota here tanks that Bullet Punch and gets that charge. The Hatterene gonna hit the Flare Blitz and survive, probably going for a Trick Room, and we
Trick
do see that come out
Room!
here. This Charizard on a 12% HP now for Dakota, so he's gonna have to preserve this for at least 4 more turns.
Yeah, but we also gotta take into consideration how slow this Belly Bolt is. Soak Electromorphosis, Parabolic Charger. Don't even think about Soak. He might just go for Parabolic Charge, knowing Charizard's going to go down and deal massive damage to the entire field.
Right, and Dakota said it multiple times, but we see that Protect come out into the Charizard. Bullet Punch doesn't pick up KO thanks to that,
Life.
and Life Dew from the Hatterene. Parabolic Charge into the Hatterene and Scissor, though, healing this Belly Bolt way back to full, picking up the KO into that Hatterene. Nimble now on his back foot with this Golurk switching in. It'll be interesting to see
Nimble
how
has
this plays out.
Nimble has the edge when it comes to speed control, but other than that, I think Dakota has the win here. Charizard, I believe, goes down here like instantly with a bullet punch, but he might just swap into Noivern or
And the Milotic
Milotic.
will come out here. Speed drop thanks to
Wait,
room service
is
and
that
tanks
is that
another
room
bullet
service
punch.
Milotic?
And the chilling water into Golurk as well. Gets a dropped attack. Headlong Rush not doing enough thanks to that Shuka and the attack drop. And now this Golurk's defenses are completely dropped.
I love how Dakota's main strategy here is down Golurk's attack stat. Bring it down no matter the cost. And it is working wonders for him. Although I believe that Shadow
Right.
Berry would have
And we see the
done it
chilling water
even
spread in.
without the water. Bruce. I mean, yeah, I see. I feel like Golurk, if he was to swap into Hydreigon, which he does, uh, oh, down that attack. Allure. I'm expecting I'm expecting the Scizor to have Tailwind seeing how Lilycove has been playing in the past, and so this goal speed and deal massive damage without those pesky stat drops. But is that going to happen? I think the turn did happen. Yeah, that's yeah. That is in fact true. The poltergeist failing. I'm not seeing what this curse could have done to save Nimble here. But he does it again. I think he's just trying to be annoying and outlive as long as humanly possible. Maybe a slow scissor win. But even then, a Flare Blitz from this Charizard should just kill it even with +2 defense. You win! Resisted crit!
And that's a game, folks, and that is game.
That was game. I honestly feel like Lilycove played to the best of their ability. I I predicted a lot of their strats. They did great. I don't think they could have played that better. But that rock slide at the start of the game is what crushed everything. If it's not 100% accurate, it's 50% accurate, and God knows all rock moves besides a select few are never 100% accurate.
Right. I mean, like once you lose that rock slide gamble on turn one, you don't have an answer for this Charizard, and this Charizard just consistently deals damage into your team, right? And that's
Hmm.
something if you're on Nimbus's side, that's not something you can truly prep for to a degree. And then we see Dakota just making all those reads after reads after reads. It's making Nimble. He's in Nimble's head right now, is what's happening. Uh, and so it makes me wonder exactly what Lilycove's going to do to try to save their series going into this third and potentially final game for both of these teams here. But I'm going to go see if we can get Dakota in here, and if you'll
Absolutely. I'd
fill it
love to
out.
speak with them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Could you redo the stream or the game? Yeah, no, this very first turn is definitely where all things went south. We we expected a lot. We knew this breaking slide was amazing, nerfing the attack, but this rock slide just missing absolutely killed everything. That X's are hurt, but that Slowking had what this Hatterene could do what Slowking was supposed to do. Uh, Rock slide missing just hurt it severely. On top of Charizard just tough clawsing it out. Scizor was pretty much the best bet after the rock slide miss, and it just kept using Curse. I don't get what that was about. Uh, I could just be stupid. I'd like somebody to enlighten me, but just setting up curses when you know your opponent has Flare Blitz to a quad effective, you would just want to try to get that out of the way when it's at 12% as soon as possible, right?
Right. And I think it's one of those things where, if Nimble knows that he's already cooked, he's got chilling water like three times in a row up to that point. He knew he was about to lose Hydreigon. And his only real out there was getting an insanely lucky reverse sweep from the scissor and keeping the scissor alive. And so he did what he knew to do. And it just didn't pull out in the end, is probably what happened.
And I agree with you. I feel like keeping Scizor alive, the curses and the roosts, were important. But I feel like when you know that a Flare Blitz is coming to you in the face, doing a
Oh.
bullet punch into Zard would have been just slightly better, so that way you have a little bit more chance of survival. But enough about that. We now have Dakota with us here today. How are you feeling about this victory?
Oh, I feel pretty good. That was a pretty solid victory for me. My plan was to kind of catch him off guard with leading with Charizard, because I haven't done that all season. So it was actually a suggestion from my second coach. He's like, "What if you led Zard?" And I was like, "I was actually kind of thinking the same thing. Just go high T and start start blasting people with fire blast, flare blitz. I mean,
You were doing well. I mean, I noticed like your main goal, at least from my perspective, you could have had something else going on. Breaking Swipe and Chilling Water, just nerf Golurk's attack as much as humanly possible.
yeah, that was kind of yeah, I wanted to force switches and just allow my
Mm-hmm.
Charizard to continue to
Do
get the flare
Charizard things.
blitzes off. Yeah, and then it kind of made me feel comfortable because he didn't bring any fake out users, and so I was like, okay,
Mm.
like I can kind of just freely click flare blitz as long as I'm making the correct reads into the protects and things like that.
And you
And
didn't
then
fake out into Golurk.
yeah,
And
well, I mean, my sneezer didn't even hit the field.
Your Sneasler and Noivern didn't even touch the field at all. And honestly, I believe after Cleavor's X's or it didn't even do anything after that. It it
Yeah,
killed
I think it went
Slowking.
down.
It Cleavor
Oh no,
went
I
down.
think
My bad.
I think I switched it
No,
out.
Cleavor did. Wait,
I
did
switched
Cleavor?
it out for Belly Bolt at some point.
Yeah, no, like Cleavor did a job. It killed Slowking and then just gone.
But yeah, that was kind of my plan this week or this game was to catch my opponent off guard. It
Yeah,
definitely caught me
sure.
off guard when he led with the go lurk. That was really
Mhm.
scary. I got super lucky on turn 1 because I was trying to anticipate a headlong
We
rush
we were even
and
talking about that. We were talking about that. Um, we feel like the deciding factor of this game was that rock slide right there.
oh yeah,
Charizard put in so much work. If rock slide had hit and Charizard went down,
and I
yeah,
definitely think that it would have even after the breaking swipe. I think that it would have
mhm,
still been enough because I didn't mega like I said I was trying to
yeah,
predict him using headlong rush and he used rock slide. That was so scary. Oh man.
yeah. But you know what they say: if it's not 100% accurate, it's 50% accurate.
Yeah. I mean, that game could have gone completely different if that rock slide hit. So I got to be thankful for that.
right, and there's so many times in this game where, like, outside of the RNG factor you had at the beginning, you just made the right plays every single
Mhm.
time. You made the reads. You were able to get that spread damage off, and Belly Bolt was kind of just a big thorn in Lilycove's side the majority of this game. Uh,
Right.
so I think you're staying true to your Belly Bolt. I think I asked you in your interview, I was like, "Hey, is Belly Bolt gonna come and win you all three games?" And you were like, "I don't know, but here it is. But here it is, right?"
Right. Right. I mean, it it's scary to bring because of the matchup with the ground type and the electric typing, but it's a good answer in Trick Room. Like it's the slowest thing on the field if he wants to
Hmm.
set Trick Room. So yeah, I don't know. I do think that he was trying to play some kind of tailwind with potentially
Mhm.
with the Decidueye. So, and I was kind of reading that and that's why I brought the Noivern. So it'll
I
be
was
interesting to see how he answers back
I was kind of
game
expecting
3.
it out of the Scizor as
Right.
well. Like I saw Decidueye go all the way down, and I'm like, he has two Trick Room setters. He might as well have two Tailwind setters too.
Potentially even 3 with the High Dragon. I mean,
I mean, yeah, but Hydreigon is better off as an offensive, in my opinion. Like it could be support. I could see cracking Tailwind. It wouldn't surprise me. It's Draft League after all.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I've seen some pretty crazy things. Yeah.
Alrighty. So obviously you're up 2-0, right, in this series. How you feeling? Uh,
Well, definitely feel comfortable.
right. I don't know if you knew this stat, but in the DLP, like 2-0 leads are the hardest lead to maintain for the perfect sweep, apparently. Because we've just seen so many series where it went up 2-0, and then we see the craziest clawbacks for
Well,
for the team that usually gets the lead to win in the end. But You know, is that something you're scared of?
Oh, definitely. Because I was gonna say it's like when you play someone and they're like back is like up against the wall, it's like they're gonna be pulling out some crazy stuff to try and get this win. So I don't know what to expect in the next set. You know, like I kind of predicted that he was gonna bring some kind of tail room mode. So I played into that this week. I don't know what he's bringing next week. You know, I had kind of mentioned it before our series started. Like I've won my matchups because I'm bringing the right modes to the games. So I've just brought the two correct modes in my last games,
Yeah,
and I think that's what's
we
winning me.
were even talking before the game started. Sorry if I interrupted you, Clumps. Um, that you both work amazingly in Tail Room. Like you've played Tailwind with Noivern, outspeeding everything on the field, but we've also seen Bellybolt and Milotic do damage in Trick Room, and it is very fun to see when two Tail Room people just face off how the battle will turn out.
It's such a mental game because like if you set trick or if you set tailwind and then they switch in their trick room setter, oh man, you know that's like the worst thing in the world. It's so scary to click tailwind in these games.
Yeah, it is scary to click Tailwind, but you also had X Scissors, so
Right.
Speaking of Cleavor,
it,
it's
all jokes, all jokes.
been your really nice opener this series so far. Is this something you're foreseeing keeping the lead as going into game
I mean,
three potentially?
I think so. Like I think I've got a firm control on like my match right now. But like I said, like when someone's down 2-0, and Nimble's really good, really good. So I
Right.
know that he's going to be, you know, this is bugging him. This is getting under his skin, you know, in all respect to him. I'm not like trying to pick a fight or instigate anything, you know, not an instigator. um, um, but I know that this is getting under his skin, and so he's going to be thinking of everything, you know, all week until our next match or whatever it is. Like this is going to be on at the top of his mind. So I mean, I'm going to be facing a really good coach at like a really scary time. So this
Right,
next
yeah.
match is going to be really difficult for me. Each one of these games that I play is just gets harder and harder. You know.
Yeah, and that's the general consensus I think across the league for any coach who's played more than one series or so. Even one series can qualify in saying how hard it is to seal out these game threes, you know. It
Right.
just
Yeah. No,
takes a
this is the
lot of
first
work.
series.
It takes a lot of work, and you know, if there's anyone who can do it, it's definitely the miracle Lavender Town Lampents over here. I know that there's a lot of fans out there cheering for you, so I wanted to
Not a lot
congratulate
of
on this
pressure on me.
success so far, and good luck in that game three. Nimble is the scary coach, regardless of the deficit, you know. But if anyone can do it, it'll be the Lavender Town Lampents
Yes, much respect to Nimble. He's a
Yeah,
really difficult opponent. He's a really fun player to play against. So
for sure.
I honestly just wish that this match was longer. If like Rockslide had either only hit Charizard or if it had been like an even game, then it would have been so fun to watch. But it was still very fun to watch. I feel like Nimble played the best of his ability against the cards he was dealt, and you did phenomenal just reading into that.
I appreciate it.
Alrighty.
Thank you guys.
Well, I think that's all I have time for today. I
Mhm.
appreciate both of you actually showing up here today. Artemis was actually a last second recruit for this one. So thank you, thank you, thank you for showing up, Artemis. It really means a lot to me. And as for
Of
you,
course, of
Dakota,
course.
good luck in game three, and thanks for coming on for the interview.
Yeah, absolutely. And good luck to all the coaches playing the rest of their games too. I think PCR's got a game tomorrow, so you guys
For
look out for
sure.
that stream too.
That's going to
Mhm.
be a hype one to look for because this is game one. They're finally opening up.
This is going to be hype. I can't wait to actually take the lead on that one. This is going to be a very fun to match to watch,
That is your
and I hope,
series.
yeah, and hope to see all of you guys there as well.
For sure, yeah, no, make sure to add everybody, and if you get
Mhm.
it done during my break, I might be able to watch it. Otherwise, I'll watch it afterwards. Either way, I'm watching it. But yeah, no,
Okay.
that's all for me, Artemis. You got anything?
No, except for very good job on both coaches. It was a very fun match to play, and I can't wait to see if what Klomps has said is true with the Lilycove 0 clawback, uh, see what happens there.
Yeah, for sure. I'm Clont signing off. I've been joined with Dakota and Artemis. Thank y'all, and see y'all next time.
Later.
Good night.